Get your foot in the door.
How's this then? Bridlington and Scarborough on the big screen. Leon Cole is a filmmaker and actor, and he's been telling me about how his film came about.
It's got the aesthetic style of the TV sketch comedy TV series, because they've got quite a lot of inspiration from stuff like Little Britain and Horrible Histories, which is a favourite, childhood favourite of mine.
Same here.
Yeah, and then the second aesthetic style is this confused jumble or medley of things, hence the title of Gallimaufry.
Do you think that some of the sketches that have been scrapped to make it into a film will see the light of day in a different form, maybe?
Yeah, the formatting didn't quite work for cinema, and I'm not a massive fan of doing, I don't have TikTok, or, don't really like doing TikTok reels or, Instagram reels, but I applaud anyone who's managed to make it successful with them sort of sketches and that, but it's just not quite how I want to go about creative freelance on that sort of stuff. So, there is a chance.
But that's really admirable, knowing what is your lane and what isn't. And if TikTok isn't, that's totally fine. If you stick with the medium of film. Yeah, exactly. I really love the look of the photos you sent over to. Shot all of it and filmed in some really stunning locations.
I really like Scarborough as a filming location. I've only shot this film and another film that I made back end of last year, which is actually like a crime thriller. And I really like Scarborough because it's very diverse in terms of filming locations. So you've got what's called P-Zone Park, which is literally about a 2-minute walk. You've got the open air theatre, then another 2-minute walk. You've got the sea, and then about a 5-minute walk. You've got Scarborough Castle, which we used Scarborough Castle as the backdrop for Dracula's Castle in one of our parody sketches. And I think Scarborough's so diverse. But on top of that, Bridlington, so I'm actually originally from Bridlington, I thought it was a no-brainer to use just the residential estates of Bridlington to represent your normal suburban Yorkshire backdrop. And we also used Sowerby Hall, which is just about a 10-minute walk away from Bridlington. It's within spitting distance. We used Sowerby Hall for this parody of the Great Gatsby sketch we did, and I thought that came out really nicely with the way that the flowers works. It went with the themes of not only the themes of the sketch that I wrote, but also the themes of the novel and the film that it's based off as well. So it all tied in really nicely.
Down by the seafront and round P-Zone Park can get pretty busy. I'm just wondering if you had any funny experiences filming out in the open. I'm sure it was a challenge at times.
Yeah, everyone was quite nice and that, and we had people who would stop and let us finish our take and then go through. That was really nice of them. We had a handful of people who was talking to us about what we were doing, and that's really nice to see. We never really had any proper challenges except from when we were filming at Sowerby. This was like 8 at night. There was just like a couple going for a walk, and they walked right off into the far background, so there weren't an issue at all. But then, so we were just starting a take, so we said turn over, rolling, action, and we've got to shout action really loud. So this person in the background just shouted action back. So it was just like, oh right, I'll just reset everyone. But that, it was pretty funny, and that's actually made a really good blooper.
I do finally have to ask you as well about Horrible Histories, because pretty much every other day I have the theme tune stuck in my head. What was it in particular about Horrible Histories that you loved so much?
A fun fact to start off with Horrible Histories is that was my first TV appearance back in 2018, so I was really young. I appeared in the final episode of the spin-off game show, and it just holds a place in my heart because of that. But even before I was on the TV show, they made all of the whole series of sketches and all these varied different things on such a low budget.
Yeah.
Especially if you go back to like the first or second season, something I really admire, and how things can lift off as well. So it's it really does just hold a place in my heart. The Horrible Histories.
Did you win the game show, Leon? I have to ask.
Yes, I did win the game show. I've still kept the costume that I wore. I've got the plaque that they gave me to win as well. So yes, I did win.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
A tomb robber stealing objects from an Egyptian tomb. And then I was in the incredible Incan era where I got quite a lot of slime on me.
It's brought loads of memories back to me. Did you get to meet the rat?
I did. I tell you what. Yeah, John Eccleston. Yeah, he was. It was really funny because I walked into the studio for the first time, and they weren't quite ready for filming, but they just wanted to give the contestants just a walk around, and they just left Rat just on the table. It looked like he was dead.
Did you get to meet the rats? Sentences that I never thought I'd say. But honestly, great show if you've never watched it. In fact, so funny, sometimes you're like, are you sure this is a kid's show? And if you love your history, it's great. Leon Cole there. Gallimaufry _feature_film. Try and spot Scarborough Castle in the background when it comes out, why don't you? Always so inspiring to chat to Leon and people on our Foot in the Door feature and give you some hints and tips on how to